All right, hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tukk Live. The date is right now. It is Thursday, August the 2nd, 2018, 8:32 p.m., and I'm your host. They call me Tukk, the T-U-double-K. You can call me Carl Braverock. Look me up on YouTube. Look me up on Facebook. I'm on there. So you're listening to jessfm.ca. I just want to make sure that you subscribe to that app and make sure you check out the YouTube page. We got lots of excellent shows on there. We've got quite the array of community hosts as well. We address all sorts of issues. Every issue that happens here locally, we usually on top of politics, and we talk some funny stuff as well. So my name's Tukk, and I host Tukk Live here on jessfm.ca. And what we cover here is First Nations news, politics, entertainment. I cover music as well. I like to cover mainstream news as much as I possibly can. As well, just as a disclaimer, the views here on Tukk Live are my own and my guests, and do not necessarily reflect the views of Jess FM or its affiliates and its hosts. So thank you for joining us today. Today, actually, we got a good show. We always got a good show. Tell you the truth. But today, what we got here on Thursday, August the 2nd, I got Ty, the Aboriginal, is going to be joining us in about 30 minutes. He's a Blood Tribe hip-hop artist. He's just entering the game. He's got a brand new album called Represent, with R-E-Z in the middle. Represent Volume 1. This album's available on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, iHeartRadio. It's out there, so take a look at it. Ty the Aboriginal, Represent Volume 1. He's on Facebook, so you can look him up as well. I gave a good listen to his album earlier today. I think it's about 6 tracks, and it's some good music. The man's got it going on. I'm pretty sure it's a mixtape chat, but we'll get to know a little bit more of Ty later on in the program. What I want to do right now is I want to start with before we get into our news and I keep you savvy on what's happening out there in Indian country, I found this list, and y'all know that Tukk is crazy about lists. I go online and I just take a look at everything. I love reading lists for some reason, but this list that I found is actually it's right up my alley, if you know what I mean. I mean, every time we do our show here, Tukk Live on jessfm.ca, every time we do our show here, there's 3 topics that always come up every single week. I'm not kidding you. And those 3 topics are drugs, Trump, and racism. It's just because that's happening in the news every single week. It's not my fault. I'm just the one, don't shoot the messenger, you know what I mean? So anyways, I found myself a list, and it's from complex.com, www.complex.com. Go ahead and check it out. And this list is the 50 most racist TV shows of all time. So I thought I'd just go through. I'm not going to go through all 50, otherwise we'll be sitting here right till 10. My show runs 8:30 till 10. So I'll start with number 50 here. And if any of these offend you, too bad. So anyways, the first one on the list, actually, number 50, is Two Broke Girls. Now, this is funny because I love Kat Dennings. Kat Dennings, if you're listening to Tukk Live, I want you to come home and shack up with me. But anyways, I'll just read this to you. It says, perhaps one of the laziest sitcoms on television right now, Two Broke Girls fuels itself on stereotypes. And the most blatant racist move, the short asexual Asian workaholic who manages the restaurant the titular characters work at. In one episode, Kat Dennings' character even utters the line, "You can't tell an Asian he made a mistake. He'll go in back and throw himself on a sword." Bloody hell. Now, that's not racism. I don't know what is. And here's another one, Elf. Y'all ever watch Elf? Well, Elf was he was on NBC from 1986 to 1990. This is when I was a kid. You could probably still see him in like syndication and reruns and stuff like that. But Anyways, this claims that Elf is a gluttonous alien who has a hideously large schnoz, sounds like Jackie Mason, eats cats, and raises hell when he crash lands in the suburbs of Earth. So they say he's clearly a relative of the hook-nosed shyster merchant Watto from the deep space of racism that is George Lucas's Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. You know, the guy that Anakin was working for? Yeah. But anyways, it says if Patchett and Fusco were uncomfortable with Jewish people moving into their development, they should have just said so. Goodness sakes. Paul Fusco is one of the creators of Elf. Let's see, where's another one? The Deadliest Warrior. You guys ever watch this? This was on Spike TV from 2009 to 2011. It says CGI technology and 21st century quack science are used to stage reenactments and determine who would win if warriors from various civilizations like the Mongols, Native Americans, Vikings, samurais, and Celts were to do battle today. And who plays these ancient warriors on the show? If you said actors of the appropriate ethnic lineage, you lose. Not hard to see how this would become weird. You got some people not playing their ethnic. I don't know. This comes up all the time, you know. Recently, there was a play that was supposed to go on by I think he was a Quebec theater director who's trying to put on this play called Canada, Kanata, and he got a big performance out in Paris, France, right? And the problem with this play Canada is that it was based on indigenous histories and indigenous I don't want to say folklore, but stories, indigenous stories and creation stories. I think were involved with that. I'm not too fully sure what the show's about because I haven't seen it, but that's beside the point. The problem was this director went out and hired a whole bunch of non-native character actors to portray native characters, First Nations characters, right? This day and age, don't know if that's going to fly, and it didn't, because a lot of the sponsors actually pulled out of sponsoring this play called Canada, which was going to make a big, huge thing in Paris. And this director, his name just slips me right now. That's not the only thing he's been in trouble for. Just even previous to that, he had a play where he was talking about Black history, and the same thing was happening. He was using actors that were not black. I don't know. I don't understand why you do that. So, anyways, yeah. So, the Deadliest Warrior. They're just in trouble for using not the right ethnic actors. Cops. Y'all watch Cops? Okay, so right here, some say Cops isn't racist, it's classist. They say the world's most famous reality show unfairly focuses on lower class criminals committing risky, usually ridiculously stupid crimes, not black or Hispanic people. Those lower class criminals. Oh, then why, it says right here, it says, then why, oh brown Jesus, are most of the criminals on the show black or Hispanic? Seriously, do you know why? Because the way police are steady profiling and pulling over white folks in our neighborhood, he figured there'd be more whites on the show too. Nah, I'm just kidding. They don't pull over white people. They don't. Y'all look so innocent. So let's go. Let's keep on going down the list here. There's quite a few shows on here. I'm sure everyone's okay. Here's one. Friends. Friends. He's on the list for most racist TV shows. Now, Friends aired on NBC from 1994 to 2004, and you can't miss any of their reruns. But it says right here, a little known line from the first draft of the Friends theme song goes like this, quote, "Your job's a joke, you're broke, and you're white, so it's okay." That was from the original song. They actually they edited that for the movie. I mean for the theme song on TV. They edited that. So the original line went, "Your job's a joke, you're broke, and you're white, so it's okay." My goodness. So 6 friends living in New York City, and not one of them is black. Sure, it's possible. But they could have easily thrown a black person in the mix and kept it from being all white everything. I mean, well, they could have throw anybody in there, you know. Why couldn't Chandler been an Indian guy? I mean, native guy. I mean, whatever. Probably wouldn't have been this funny. But Holly Robinson Peete felt so strongly about the lack of color that she called for a boycott of the show in 2003. The show aired from like the early 90s. Like it would be wait till like 2003 you finally noticed. It was like almost 10 years by that it had been going on. Sex in the City aired on HBO from 1990 to 2004. So Sex in the City didn't have a minority in any major role in its 6-year run, but we know, I'm quoting here, we know tons of cranky old white hoes in Manhattan who don't have any friends of color. My goodness. Anyways, there's a 2000 episode entitled No Ifs, Ands, or Buts, where the Easy In, Easy Out Samantha character started dating a black guy. You're right, Sam saying things like, I'd like to get me some of that, isn't black talk, but it's not sex talk either. It's just whack talk. Whoever wrote this article is probably white too. So, moving on. Let's hear Beverly Hills 90210. Now, it takes a blind guy to notice that this ain't racist. I would say this ain't racist. Anyways, the famous zip code's population is predominantly Caucasian, but this show leads you to believe minorities are non-existent in the wealthier states of Southern California. Adding insult to injury, one of the few episodes to directly tackle race has a black guy rocking a 3-loop dangle earring. What does that have to do? Anyways, 1991 or not, that's just flagrant. Kind of how the only reason there's a black character on the show's modern remake, and he's adopted by a rich white family. Like the Fresh Prince. Oh no, wait, that wasn't a white family. Oh yeah. Anyways, Beverly Hills 90210. So moving on, let's see what else. The Simpsons. All right, The Simpsons. So, The Simpsons has been running. It's one of the longest programs on television running right now, next to my show, Monday Night Rock Party. So, since The Simpsons has hundreds of characters, some of them are gonna be racist. They don't have to be. Included, but not limited to, Groundskeeper Willie, an angry Scotsman. Bumblebee Man, who's a clumsy Hispanic. Dr. Hibbert, insinuating that all black doctors gotta sound like Cliff Huxtable. Krusty, who's a self-loathing Jewish comedian. Cookie Kwan, and it says, are all Asians this competitive? I don't think I remember Cookie Kwan. If you got one, send me a GIF. You know who Cookie Kwan is. Luigi. Is his brother's name Mario? Oh yeah, that's the pizza guy. Fat Tony, indicating that all Italians are mobsters. And Cletus. What? Cletus. Okay. But none of them top Apu Nahasapima Physis fucking racist Petalon. Yeah, pretty much. But that's true though. Even the guy who played the voice of Apu, he took criticism pretty literally and decided that he did not want to portray the character Apu no more, which is admirable. But it only took him maybe, like, how long is it Simpsons running? 69, 68 years now? Okay. So yeah, anyways, moving on. Let us keep on going with our list of the most racist TV shows. American Idol. Oh my goodness. So it says, yeah, black people have won 3 out of 9 American Idol seasons, right? But the obnoxious karaoke fest isn't exempt from covertism. So for one, William Hung is the show's most famous Asian participant. And when your viewers are the type who damn near riot when Ruben Studdard beat out Clay Aiken, such a limited scope of other cultures is a little dangerous. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. But that's American Idol, right? The Harlem Globetrotters used to have a television program from 1970 to 72. I wasn't around back then, but it was created by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera. These are the creators of like shows like the Flintstones, the Jetsons. You know, a lot of those old cartoons. Hanna Barbera, you remember them? Anyways, right here, respect due to Harlem Globetrotters for having the cartoon's world's first black male protagonist, and only a few years after the civil rights movement. Says still, why they gotta be some jive talking, wisecracking, basketball playing, limited as brothers who travel around literally. Those dudes had no respect for the rules of the game, resolving conflicts with a game of hoops instead of, say, high-minded debates. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that too. So let's move on. What else do we got here? Chippendales Rescue Rangers. Did you ever watch the Chippendales Rescue Rangers? I used to watch this when I was a kid too. It was on the Disney Channel, 1989 to 1990. So the racist thing about this, it says there's Siamese cats that run a laundromat with an illegal gambling operation in the basement. And they speak garbled English, quote, English, and they're Siamese. Blah. So anyways, yeah, look for Siam on a map if you haven't found it. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else. Happy Days. Aired on ABC from 74 to 84. So the classic throwback that made it seem like blacks were non-existent in the 1950s. Of course, until Fonzie meets Sticks. Sticks. And single-handedly ends segregation. You know, who better to end segregation than the Fonz, though, honestly? Right? And it says right here, who needs riots, sit-ins, and marches when you have all that Fonzie swag? No doubt. Fonzie swag, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's move on. Oh my goodness, there's a show called Homeboys in Outer Space. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is 1996-97. I'm just going to read this to you. It says, even in the far reaches of the universe, in the 23rd century, black people can't escape earthly stereotypes. How is it that the ship's computer doesn't have some overly technical name that gets boiled down to a cool acronym, but is instead called LaQuatia? Really? The computer powering the spaceship is a Shanana doppelganger. Shanana? Is that how you say that? I never listened to Shanana, I don't think. Anyways, they should have just completed the racist cipher and thrown in some 13-inch gold Daytons on the ship. In South Park, I guess everybody knows South Park is racist. Come on. So, it says right here, two of the black characters are walking stereotypes. Chef is obviously the smooth black dude who all the white girls, and Token's name is Token, the other black guy. So yeah, and they have a clip here posted that where the N-word is used 42 times, and while some call it bringing light to the negative connotation of the word, we think it's more like two white guys trying to get away with some sly shit. And the truth is, like, I don't know about that. That's a struggle for me, because if you watch the show Django Unchained, I don't know how many times, look it up, how many times they use the N-word in that. And that was written by a white guy. That was written by Quentin Tarantino. You know, he's actually one of my favorite writers when it comes to dialogue in movies. His movies are great. I love them. They're theater. But Django Unchained brought up a little bit of trouble once they used that N-word like so many times. And of course, he had Samuel L. Jackson and Jamie Foxx on there, so you know that's like his, I guess his disclaimer against being racist, because he's got two of the most prominent black actors out there in Hollywood acting in his show. But that N-word, you know, was pretty prominent in that story, and it's hard to say, you know, like when it's written by a white person, like do you really have the right to be writing like that? And I don't know. You know, it's up to you. I just deliver the facts. You think for yourself. Don't believe any media, make sure you know who's giving you information. That's all I'm saying. So we're moving on here. The Cleveland Show. Y'all watch the Cleveland Show? So, it plays into every well-known black stereotype you've ever heard before. Stereotypes like black people love dance, black people love R&B and rap, and there's always one or the few obese relatives in a black family. So it says what it took this TV show to the next level and made it eligible for this list is that the stereotypical yet lovable lead character, Cleveland Orenthal Brown, is voiced by a guy who looks like this. Yeah, what, huh? Okay, well, I guess whatever. I don't know, things racist. I watched the show. That 70s show. 1998 to 2006 on Fox. Fez is a foreign exchange student with a very effeminate way of speaking who lives in Wisconsin and is the butt of his white friend's jokes. And he never pulls in any chicks. Of course, when the two main characters, Topher Grace and Ashton Kutcher, leave, the show's producers finally decided to let Fez get it poppin'. As if that makes for the prolonged subjugation. So Fez's portrayer, though, the Venezuelan Colombian Wilmer Valderrama, has the best revenge, getting it on with a who's who and a white's white of Hollywood starlets like Mandy Moore, Lindsay Lohan, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Ashley Simpson. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, okay, I guess that makes up for the racism. Tom and Jerry. Now, Tom and Jerry is an old cartoon, aired in 1940, originally on MGM. Again, Hanna-Barbera, William Hanna Joseph Barbera. So it says here, well, a lot of the old cartoons are pretty racist. You go back to old Disney cartoons, they're bad. Talking about natives in their cartoons, making them look like the hug type Indians, and like doing the blackface type cartoons. Like, these were really bad racist cartoons back when I guess TV had no limits. But right here it says, we could give early Tom and Jerry cartoons a pass for being a product of their racist ass era. The 40s, 50s, and 60s. I love those. And even tip our fitteds, what? Because of the many scenes with dark-skinned cannibals, characters in blackface, a man with two shoes, the poor and abusive black matron with a rodent problem were edited out or altered for the 1965 transition to TV. We could, but we won't, because muting offensive-looking cannibals, reducing but not entirely eliminating blackface, and replacing a fat, abrasive, poverty-stricken black woman with a fat, abrasive, poverty-stricken Irish one isn't exactly singing Kumbaya. Yeah. So just offend a different race, right? Okay. So let's keep going. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So this is, the creators are Haim Saban, and Shuki Levi. This was on Fox from 1993 to 1996. I remember watching a few of these episodes too as well. It says here, people blame rappers, video games, and movies for fucking up their kids, but the Expendables aren't messing your kid up. It's the Power Rangers. Let's just list all the offenses. The Pink Ranger was a ditzy white girl. The Red Ranger was a Native American. The Black Ranger was black. The Yellow Ranger was Asian. The robot was short, screamed "ay," and his head looked like a sombrero. Not to mention he killed a bad guy with flowers once. The White Power Ranger was the strongest, and he looked like a KKK member in ninja mode. The Yellow Ranger used to have trouble with her saber-toothed vehicle. Hence Asians and females, two bad driver stereotypes. And finally, whenever the Black Ranger fights, the song changes from action to a smooth beat that he dances to before kicking ass. Ah, man, we all need a racism. It was subliminal in there, but yeah. So I could keep going on here. What I'm going to do is we're going to take a short break, because I'm pretty darn sure that Ty the Aboriginal is in the building. So we're going to take a short break. You also got Seinfeld on this list. You got Fox News is number one. So take a look at that. This is on complex.com. You're watching and listening to Tukk Live on jessfm.ca. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We got Ty the Aboriginal in just a couple minutes, so we're just going to play some tunes for you here on Jess FM. Yeah, so we started at 8:30. Sorry, I wanted to open the door for you. I couldn't. I was getting your messages. I was still live. So we are still live right there. Your mic is live right now. Yeah, it'll get pretty hot. I think for sure. So right now, that's what you're hearing on. This one is like a virgin indigenous music. Is that what we're listening to? Like a virgin?
Yeah. What's that movie called again? Hardcore Tunes. Harold and Kumar.
This is my shit though. It's like we're still live right now on Facebook, eh?
Oh yeah, it's kind of delayed, eh? It's
delayed,
cool, yeah.
It's delayed
Just a second, eh?
Yeah, and then we're also live on YouTube.
Hey everybody on YouTube, Facebook.
This mic is YouTube right there.
TY the Aboriginal, Tukk Live.
It's not Ty, it's T-Y.
Yeah, Ty, TY. It's not an alter ego, it's more of just my name with the Aboriginal as using it against white people because Aboriginal means place where you reside, eh? Where they put us. And I'm still in standoff, Moses Lake.
Hold on, man. Save that for the interview.
Ooh.
As soon as your song's over, you'll jump into the interview.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a virgin. What's Aboriginal music? What the hell are you talking about? It's the shit.
Virgin. Makes you. Yeah. Yeah, remix.
I don't care. I like the Virgin's awesome.
Who sings this?
Who sings this? Cyndi Lauper. My
Cyndi
girlfriend. We're gonna have half-breed blood tribe babies.
Half breed?
Well, she's white.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, we're gonna have half-breed blood tribe babies.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
why
yeah.
not? All right, yo. Let's go live. Check that. Mike's another one. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Check. Can you hear that?
Yes, I can.
Check 1 2 1 2. Okay, cool. We're live here. You're listening to Tukk Live on jessfm.ca. You're gonna have to squeeze in a little bit here. Just kind of get in on them. I quit moving the microphone. Shit, I set those set up. And I got this. Walks in, starts reorganizing the whole set.
Very,
This guy never been here before. All right,
Very,
so yeah. So anyways, we got people listening now.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody listened to my show.
Oh, yeah, I heard it was the #1 viewed show on the Just FM.
For like that 1 month, yeah. I got some real good guests, and actually that's awesome. I got some wicked supporters out there on the Blood Tribe, Gunny, Blackfoot Confederacy. Much love to everybody who listens and who tunes in to jessfm.ca. That's true. I did have one of the highest rated shows for that month. Right? So I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah, that's
We
awesome.
also got a lot of great shows though. Make sure you guys tune in. Jess FM. We got our schedule down there. Go to jessfm.ca. You can check the whole schedule, list of hosts, and all the different types of shows. All I do is I handle the First Nation stuff because
Oh yeah,
yeah.
on the rise. Blood tribes on the rise.
Well, I like to keep people savvy on the news, like what's going on in Indian country.
Oh yeah.
And myself too. I really like to stay savvy. I want everybody to know what's going on.
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, Ty or TY, I got a few questions for you. All right, what we do here is we do the how do you say, the W5 type thing. You know,
Oh,
we go
okay.
to who, what, where, when, why, like what the fuck, all that
Current
kind of stuff.
events
There.
kind of deal.
No, when it comes to you,
Okay.
that's what we're gonna do. Okay.
Alright.
I've had a few artists on, and actually, Ty the Aboriginal. Do you prefer Ty the Aboriginal or TY the Aboriginal? First of all,
TY, the Aboriginal.
TY the Aboriginal. That's a long thing. I gotta keep saying that. Gotta
TY.
just call you Ty.
Yeah, Ty. That's my name, nickname my whole life, Ty.
That's not gonna be my nickname's Tuck. All right, Ty. So Ty, we do the who, what, where, when. Ty is he's a Blood Tribe hip hop artist. He just released an album called Represent. That's R-E-P capital R-E-Z-E-N-T Volume 1. Represent Volume 1. This is available on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, iHeartRadio.com. I gave it a good listen this morning on Spotify. I sat there and I listened for a bit, right? And some good stuff and some honest music, you know? Like, you're not shy, ain't you?
Yeah, I like to speak the truth. That 'cause there's the real struggle out there on the Blood Tribe.
Well, yeah. It's actually a real struggle right across North America right
yeah,
now. But
struggle in general, eh?
So yeah, we'll get more on that. So yeah, who you are, you're TY the Aboriginal, what you do, you're a Blood Tribe hip hop artist, album Represent Volume 1. So what we're gonna talk about, actually, we're gonna get a little bit into his album. I want to hear what Ty has to say about Represent Volume 1. I also want to hear what Ty's experiences are as a young artist or a new artist, kind of entering the game here, because I know you're just starting out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
26 years old, and he's just dropping those bombs, ain't you?
Oh, yeah.
We also want to talk about getting clean.
Mm.
I know you have a very good story about.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, about your recovery story, basically.
Yeah, I love sharing my
falling that
recovery
red
story.
road.
Yeah, I love sharing my story to recovery because a lot of people from the reserve would want to relate to somebody like me.
Well, they can.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who can relate to you. Absolutely. And even that correlation to music as well. I want to hear about that, okay? So let's just get started. Let's get down with this interview. And at the very end, we do this thing called 10 random questions,
Oh, yeah.
which actually is really fucking random questions. Yeah. Don't look at them right now, and you're encouraged to Facebook Live. Send us some random questions that you want to hear from Ty.
Yeah, send us some
Like
questions, people.
Boxers or briefs? I won't ask that, but they might. Okay, never mind. So where are you from?
I was raised in Stanley, Alberta for most of my life, and I grew up on Stanley, Alberta. I went to school on the Blood Tribe. I went to a couple white schools when I was a kid, maybe for about not even a month, weeks, eh?
Yeah.
And that's when the lunch program first got introduced on the Blood Reserve. This was way back in maybe 97.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me what the lunch program is.
The lunch program on the Blood Reserve is hot lunch every day. Every day they get hot lunch out there. Before 97, it was kind of like you had to buy your own lunches, and it was pretty hard for a lot of people. It was hard for my family to keep doing that. And
Is this out at St. Mary's?
yeah, this is at St. Mary's. This is in St. Louis Community School. It's on all the schools that are with kind of Board of Education. So kind of Board of Education feeds all their schools, and
Yeah, they do that now.
they do a good
Yeah,
job.
what I remember too is I used to go to around that time I was in middle school. Middle school was just starting 97, 98.
Mhm.
And everyone used to go eat at Red Crow.
Yeah, the downstairs.
That old residential school building, Red Crow Community College, and all they served was fries and gravy for $5. And that's all everybody ate
Yeah,
every single day.
I used to run over there for lunch break and
But
get
tho-
in trouble. I would get in
Yeah, but
deep
those fries
shit.
and gravies were
Mhm.
damn good.
Yeah, I would sneak over there, getting in almost suspended just for a poutine.
You'd get suspended, eh?
Yeah,
for
almost.
sneaking over there.
Well, lucky me and the security guard, we were tight. We were tight. Me and the security guard. He was like, "You didn't buy me a pop. Next time you
Yeah.
go, buy me a pop." So
You know, even back in those days out at Kainai, they used to let you smoke too.
yeah, I
You'd be going
remember
outside,
that.
yeah, you could bum cigarettes off the teachers, and you'd be
Yeah.
sitting there talking to your math teacher having a cigarette.
Yeah, that one side it was like 19, and if you're 19 or something, you
Oh,
were
yeah,
able to
yeah.
smoke.
Yeah, well, that was later. They separated, but before that, they didn't care. If you outside, you had cigarettes, you could smoke.
Yeah, but when I seen people smoking, I was in middle school at the time. Probably
Yeah.
not even. Probably it went on till about maybe I was about grade 9. I think that's when they stopped doing it.
Yeah, yeah, I was back there at that time.
Yeah, kind of.
So that's where you're from, eh? Kainai, right?
Kainai, Blood Tribe,
Blood Tribe.
403, Sunny South.
Hey. So, second question: Where do you work out of? Like, we know you make music, right?
Yes.
I've listened to your tunes. You got some good quality recordings. So, where do you work out of? Like your studio?
Gee, over
Who-
the year, through my programs, I invested whatever money I can. I invested in a mic. I invested in Dre Beats. I got Dre Beats for Christmas as a Christmas present.
Oh yeah, he released a CD one time, eh? With
Mhm.
just nothing but the Chronic instrumentals on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used
Yeah,
to
they d-
perform to those.
I invested in Snowball microphone, $80. Kijiji, I bought a laptop, $100. What else? And the Dre
Laptop for
Beats.
100. Okay.
Yeah, I was willing to
Whole
spend.
lot.
I was willing to spend a good wad of cash on it.
$100 for a laptop, that's cheap, man.
Yeah, it was
Like, you want a
cheap.
decent, like, look at my crap laptop. This cost me $300.
Me, like my laptop pawn shops won't even take it. Oh, it's too old. It's too old, and I was like, sometimes
Too
it's
much
struggling.
porn on this, man. We don't want this.
Yeah, it will.
Dude, you got some midget porn like downloaded. Can you delete that? Then we'll give you $40.
it was catching some sort
It's
of
catching some real crazy virus STDs.
viral STDs. But yeah, I invested everything in mine. I got a little home studio I pack around, and it's open to anybody. Like a lot of people charge people out
So
there.
you got a good mic though, right?
Yeah, I got a perfect.
It's really all you
mic.
need.
As long as you got a mic.
And some
Laptop.
good software that you can edit with.
Yeah,
Right?
like
Yeah.
I used Audacity for a little bit. I had a Mixpad. I even had Chuck Bones' computer for a little bit. He
Yeah.
let me borrow
How
it for a
come? He
bit.
hawked it to you?
Yeah, yeah. It's like
He did?
Yeah, I
I
was
knew
like,
he'd
come
do
on,
that.
come on, Roland. I need.
Shout out Chuck Bones.
Yeah, Chuck Bones. You got half of my Represent album out with that computer you gave me. So shout out Chuck Bones.
No, he's on my album too, but he didn't hawk nothing.
Yeah.
to me.
Oh, I love that song, "The World and Nothing." I've jammed out to that CD many times.
Oh yeah. I'm just as broke as him though. See, he knows
Shit,
not to
yeah.
hawk nothing to me.
Yeah, me too. It's struggling out
It sound
there.
like you're broke. You're just buying $100 computers.
Yeah, so everything is mine. Just investing over the years, invested in beats.
That's cool. You walk around with your own little portable studio.
Yeah.
I used to do that too in Townside. I have
Mhm.
my backpack
Yeah.
studio. Hey, I have my speakers, my laptop, I have my microphone, and all we'd actually do is just like find a closet and put up some blankets or something.
Yeah,
right?
or some old school
Yeah.
cushions.
Yeah,
or
some
something.
cushions or cardboard, some that'll
Yeah.
absorb
Yeah.
the sound. Because all you have to do is just wrap your mic
Mhm.
and just tell them not to do that. Or that.
Yeah,
or that.
right, straight.
Yeah,
And
stop
I got a pop
popping
filter.
my microphone.
Yeah, I bought a pop filter too. To
Yeah,
stop
you need
that.
those. Yeah,
Mhm.
you need those guards.
I bought
You know,
one
we
of
used
those.
to. I couldn't get a guard one time, and on my microphone, like my microphone was fucking
Mhm.
dope, right? So what we did was we grabbed a hanger, we wrapped it around, and we fashioned it, and we used a nylon.
That's what
We
I
stole
did
one of my
back in
mom's
the day,
nylons, and
yeah.
I cut them, and I put it
And
around.
that works.
It works.
Mhm.
Yeah, it works as a good spit guard. And
And back in the day, we
That was-
used
that
a
was
rock
gangsta
band
right
mic. We
there.
used a rock band mic back in the day when.
oh, those are crap.
Yeah, we put out my older brothers and them. I was too young
They
at
have too
the
much
time.
ting to them. Like they got real bad treble.
Yeah, you can't yell into them. You can't
No, you can't raise your voice.
do those
You
high
can't put
pitches.
those emotions in there.
You can't put those high low pitches. No.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so where'd you get your start in music? You're 26 years old. You put out Represent Volume 1. Honestly, I haven't heard anything from you before this. I'm sorry if you put something out there, but this is the first thing that I've heard.
Yeah, when I was younger, when I was about 16 years old, I used to mess around with music with my buddies, hey? Presents from my dad, and Chuck Bones had,
Who's your dad?
Richard Red Crow.
Tell us about Richard for a minute.
Oh, Richard Red Crow's probably the best guy I know. Took in three boys, and pretty much stole me from my grandma, hey?
Right.
It was Indian days one time.
What, he stole you at Indian days?
Yeah, he stole me from it. I didn't even...
Right from the teepee?
Like, he was drunk, too. He probably...
He was drunk,
He
too.
probably grabbed the wrong boy.
That's a great dad. He
He
probably got the wrong boy. He probably thought you were his real kids.
Yeah, but no, he said he just looked at me. He said he looked at me. He recognized me. Oh, Ty? And I
Recognized you?
looked at him.
How old are you? Like
I don't
months
even
old?
remember. I don't even remember. I was just running around the hang games back in the day.
That's how I'm gonna get my next kid now.
Just go pick him up at a
make
hang
him a
game.
rapper. You are my kid now. I'm kind of
yeah.
drunk,
And,
but I think you look all right. I'm just playing. Tell us more about Richard. I know who Richard is. Richard, big shout out, Richard Redcoat, one
Yeah,
of the
and
best
Richard-
musicians on the Blood Reserve.
Yeah, Richard. Yeah, he took in three boys. He had a strict household, eh?
Yeah.
Like growing up, I could honestly say I don't blame him though, but he was a drug dealer.
Hey, whoa. Come on, this is a family-friendly show.
Oh, well, sorry. My
For
bad.
fuck's sakes.
It's the res.
We're not on the res.
We're on
in
Fourth
Lethbridge,
Ave.
man.
We're on
Just
Fourth
because
Ave.
this is Tukk Live, you can't just start saying shit like that.
Whoever's watching, I need some backup.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to edit that out. It's called Tukk Live. You know that, okay?
Oh yeah, well yeah, he did his thing for his boys, eh? He made sure we went to school. He all made sure we graduated. He had a strict household chores, making us practice. Like he ran the crew basketball team.
Yeah.
Senior men's basketball team.
The crew, one of the best ball teams on the Blood Drum.
Yeah, the best. We put a lot of teams out of retirement,
Oh,
eh?
yeah.
We put like it was always battles.
The crew dominated for a good decade.
Oh
right?
yeah, we dominated. Then addiction hit me and the boys pretty hard.
Right in
and
the nards.
yeah, it hit us really hard where we just gave up on basketball.
Well, that happens. Eh?
Mhm.
It's happened to the best ball players.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happens. Give up a lot of things when you're really.
But I'm
bad.
talking about music.
Mhm.
Let's talk about Richard's influence on you when it came to music.
Jeez, music. I love listening to my dad and Glenda sing. They're full blown Christians now. They go around camp meetings. They spread the word of the Lord.
Yeah.
They-
Well, through their gospel music.
Yeah,
right?
through their gospel
Yeah.
music, they really feel it too. I can tell they're feeling coming from the heart, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my musical influence comes from him, eh? Supporting me, like what he's been through, what he honestly put us through sometimes. Like, it's okay that all that happened. I'm not mad no more, but a lot of my influence comes from my dad and what he's doing and how he changed his life around too.
What I'd like to imagine, just knowing your family and knowing Richard, he was always going to gigs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always performing in front of an audience. He has a house full of musical instruments.
Oh yes,
right?
yes.
Guitars, drums, bass
Yes.
guitars, amplifiers.
Holy,
Speakers.
He got enough to have a live show.
Yeah, he does. He was even making his own stage last time I saw him.
Down to the bass.
Right.
And so yeah, just having that available equipment around kind of made me think more about live shows, about
Mhm.
live bands because they're all artists too. They play guitar. I got a brother that plays guitar.
Yeah.
I got my dad playing drums,
Awesome.
and got microphones. Like I practice like almost every night. I practice in my dad's room. Well, I try to practice if I know something's coming up. I try to make sure all all my lyrics and my songs are on point. Make sure I have the right air in my system too, so I won't be running out of breath, because I've been running into that trouble doing live shows.
Actually,
Running out of breath.
You know what? That's true. So you're saying that just watching him perform has even learned you how to breathe on stage.
Mhm.
You've noticed that, eh?
Mhm.
I notice a lot of times when I'm on stage too, you can't move around too
Yeah.
much. You know, like I don't even know how Michael Jackson did that.
She was moonwalking all.
Yeah, and he was
like,
still singing like
Mhm.
the shit. You know.
doing them high pitches too.
You know what? I think he was like lip syncing some of that.
Maybe, yeah, a lot. I heard a lot of the mainstream artists. I heard it's kind of like that.
Yeah, you gotta like, especially when you're doing live TV shows,
Mhm.
but live performances. You know, it's crap if you lip sync, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you got you gotta know your breaths, right? When
Yeah.
you're singing, when you're doing your hip hop, you gotta time your breaths.
Yeah.
You know, between tracks, you gotta make sure you get some water. You gotta
Mhm.
breathe as well, and make sure that well, you know, right? And that's what you learned from Richard,
Yeah.
right? The old man.
Yeah, he's taught me a lot over the years. I've learned a lot from him. 2 different lifestyles, a bad one and a good one, and we've all been, as a family, been chasing that positive road, eh?
Yeah, that red road.
Yeah,
That's the boss man, Jesse Palmer. He actually runs this show.
Oh, nice.
Love that guy. Anyways, we're gonna move on here. So, let me know about a couple inspirations or influences that you've had besides a good old Richard. Inspirations, like to
Right.
create music.
Like, honestly, back in the day, like even Blood Risk Crew, you guys going up on stage, like, yeah, Blood Risk Crew back in the day, like, damn,
Yeah,
going
we used
to,
to be cool.
like, I'll be like, damn, those guys are up on stage doing live music, doing shows like that. And
You know,
I always made sure I came to your shows, like,
Yeah. You know, we got criticized quite a bit for
yeah,
it,
I'll be that
Yeah.
cool kid way in the back, just sitting there, but I was always down with it, eh? Just savage Indian.
Yeah.
MC
And that's
Meesey,
that's
yeah.
everyone's favorite.
Yeah,
Savage
MC
Indian.
Meesey.
MC Meesey.
Yeah, I used to
that's
bump
my
those.
arch nemesis.
Yeah,
Fuck you, MC Meesey.
a lot of these, like Johnny Rains, hey,
Johnny Rains is
Johnny
pretty
Rains,
good,
like I like Johnny Rains' music. Shout
Blues
out Johnny
music,
Rains,
eh?
yeah. And my uncle, one of my late uncles that passed away, they called him the Blues Man.
Tukk.
Junie Red Crow, and there was Junie, Clifford, Vincent,
Junior played music.
Junie, Junior,
Junior, yeah.
Red Crow,
Really?
the one that stayed there before us in Standown.
How old was he when he died?
He was up there. I remember he died on me and my brother's birthday. On
Yeah.
November 13th, I turned about 11 years old.
They called him the Blues Man.
Yeah, they called him. Everyone knew him as the Blues Man. There was him and ABC, Andrew Bocaf.
Junior. Or
Yeah,
senior?
it's Junior.
Junior. Yeah.
Thunder. They called him Thunder Boy off what's that? Crossroads.
Yeah.
They called him Thunder Boy or Thunder Kid. I heard his name, but yeah, I used to always love, like, when we'd be in the doghouse, my dad, we'd be there, and my uncle, they drank a lot, eh? They were
Yeah.
alcoholics, so
But they'd be sitting around playing
yeah, they'd be
music.
sitting
eh,
there all night,
day,
be
all night.
blues, eh?
And you
singing
just
the
being a
blues.
little 11-year-old
Yeah,
would
just
just be soaking it in.
Yeah, not even 11, maybe like 7, 6.
Wow.
And I grew up around music pretty much all my life.
Yeah.
Like, even as a youngster, my dad would let me listen. I grew up on
Well,
a lot
yeah,
of
well,
Dr. Dre.
Like seeing men play and
Mhm.
perform music right in front of you, right?
Yeah, it brings out
Yeah.
something. It's
Well,
like,
there's a lot of stereotypes when it comes to music, especially singing.
Mhm.
A lot of people think that singing is like a female
yeah.
endeavor, a female thing,
Yeah.
right? But you know, men sing all the time,
Oh,
man. You
yeah.
see all the greatest rock stars in the world, man. They're men all over the
I even tried
place,
to
right?
pull out some singing abilities and represent. Like,
Yeah,
I,
yeah. I heard a little bit of that. That's good.
yeah, I was
Good.
trying to pull out. Like, I was thinking, like, I could get a girl for this song, but I actually believe I could do it, eh? So
Yeah.
I laid it down, and it turned out pretty decent.
I've done some hooks where I thought I'd sing them really good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was singing them really good, and then I hand them over to like
Mhm.
Jesse Blackwater.
Yeah.
Shout out, one of my partners in music. And she rocks it. Oh my God,
See,
he
this-
just kills it. It's like, Lord, how did this happen?
That was I was singing
Yeah,
that.
Lord, I thought I was good. What's going on here?
Yeah, I heard Jesse's voice and Jesse.
Well, she can take a song and just
JPB.
turn it into something.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, JPB, he's the man too. He's good. He's a good rapper.
yeah. JPB.
He's not a singer. He's
No,
a good
yeah,
rapper
he's,
though.
he's straight hip hop.
Yeah, he's a straight rap artist. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
So okay, who are your favorite artists that are out right now?
My favorite
still
artist-
working right now.
My favorite artist right now is Mercules, Stomp Down Records.
Mercules, right?
Yeah,
Hell
because
yeah.
Mercules,
He's out of BC.
yeah,
Oh,
he
boy.
like his music speaks to me because he struggles with alcoholism, man. And most of his music's it's speaking real struggles that he's going through.
Well, he struggles with real self-esteem
Mhm,
issues as
yeah,
well, and he's not afraid
self-esteem.
to talk about
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's like when you believe in yourself in music. Like I was scared to talk about some of the things I wrote about, second guessing it, but
Mhm.
I always pray for strength, eh? And
Yeah.
I always get the strength to do it, and it comes out.
Do you
And,
pray before you go and spit a lyric?
oh yes, I always make sure I'm praying because
Really?
yeah.
That's cool.
I even prayed before I came in here. I prayed,
Prayed that Carl wouldn't take his clothes off,
yeah.
because I do that.
Run down fourth Ave.
Why
I heard
not?
I heard there's a streaking challenge going on right now.
TWK's down. It's like, I don't know what you're praying
Swinging.
for. Whoa, hey, whoa, that's a PG. Come on.
Oh,
Why you always got to cross the line?
oh man, I was just got a
God.
my
Put a-
bad, my
Put a
bad.
muzzle on you.
Okay, next question.
All right. Next question. I went a little far. Okay. Besides your favorite artist on your little machine there, who are you listening to?
Oh, I listen to myself.
You listen to yourself. That's just like me. When I'm recording music, when I have a new album, I don't listen to nothing. When
Yeah.
When I'm working on an album, I don't listen to anything except my own music. Eh?
Yeah, just yesterday, me and my producer, we dropped a new
Producer, what's his
song.
name?
Stevie Heavy. Shout out Stevie Heavy. One of my
I
big
don't know.
homies down there in Moses
He
Lake.
cut his hair. Eh?
Yeah,
his
he did
warrior
cut
hair's
his hair.
gone.
Yeah,
That's some news, Stevie. I'm gonna get a picture and put that on the
I
Tukk
didn't
Live
even
page.
notice that.
I saw that,
didn't
man.
notice that.
Well, it's either that or he finally combed it. That guy don't never comb his hair. No, I saw him, and then I was like, I was gonna wave at him, and I was like, he's got Stevie's face, but he ain't got Stevie's hair. So I had to wait till I got a little bit closer to him, and then he waved first, and it's like, oh, that is Stevie. Ah, what's up, brother? Eh?
Yeah, first time me and Stevie met at Red Crows, like we weren't talking, but we were like, "What's up?
Red Crow
What's up?"
Park.
And he's like, "Is that Stevie guy?" So I need to get in touch with him right away,
Yeah.
so we can do some music together, eh? Because I knew he was doing music. And
Well, you know, Stevie opened up the doors for a lot of artists in
Yeah.
the Blood Tribe. Eh?
yeah, he hustled a lot of them.
Yeah, and like you look at this little hip hop movement that's happening in Lethbridge with all they're always the same group of artists. Well, Stevie E is right in there, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
he's
DJs
scratching
everybody.
It up.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
scratching it
And
up.
like he is a good man to talk to, you know, for young
Mhm,
artists out there.
yeah.
If you're looking for someone to give you a push, someone who does have a foot in the door,
Yeah, some
talk
good
to Stevie
guidance,
E,
yeah.
Heavy Shield, Stevie Heavy.
He'll hook you up.
Oh yeah, I've worked with him many times.
Yeah. We finished a wicked track yesterday.
Did he rap on there?
Oh, I got him to sing on there. I got him.
He
to
doesn't
sing.
like rapping much.
Yeah,
eh?
I got him to. He told me, "You want to do that?" I was like, "No, you get on this track. That was your idea." So we got him on this track. It's kind of like a wicked standing up song for a lot of natives.
Which one was that? Was it on your?
No, it's a brand new
Oh,
one.
you wasn't even on there. Eh? Okay, yeah, I
It's
didn't
the
hear
rough
him.
copy.
I
It's
didn't
the
hear
rough
him.
copy, and it sounds so sick. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
verses are on there.
What's it called? Is there a link for it? Just shout it
No,
out.
this is just a rough copy right now. Like,
Well,
we
why are you
wanna
talking
check
about
out.
it then? Holy shit! No
Because
one can listen to
promoting
it. You're just gonna tell us how good it is, and we can't listen to it.
Should we give everybody a preview?
Yeah, go ahead, throw it on the mic.
All right.
All right, preview. Shout it out.
Pray for me, TY the Aboriginal, featuring Stevie E.
Just do a quick verse, man.
Come on, mama, say a prayer for me. Come on, brother, say a prayer for me. Come on,
Want me to
daddy, say a
verse
prayer
it?
for me.
want me to do a verse? Alright.
Your show.
Alright. I'll share a verse with y'all.
Is that you on the hook?
Yeah. Growing up, yeah, had the water in my cereal. Just praying for a miracle. Natives gonna rise up, and that's the truth. Down, I ain't chasing no crown. Chasing everything that the government is taking. More do you want? You put us on these reservations where natives start gangs and the homies start slang. Talk about racist people, yeah, we gotta stick together. There are all the hatred, stereotypical faces. Whatever that you hear, everything is true. We got beautiful people, got the talent and the youth. Yeah, yeah. Quick sample. Well,
Let's
this,
hear some Stevie, man. I thought you were showing us some Stevie. What's going on?
you'll hear him. You'll hear him in the back. Pray for me.
That's all he
Pray
does.
for
He
me.
doesn't spit some lyrics. He doesn't spit no lyrics in it?
No, no lyrics,
My
no
God, you
lyrics.
lied. You just lied, man.
I
You
wanted.
said that he spit some lyrics under and he was just backup vocals.
Oh my bad. Yeah, he backup vocals on this track. I tried. I told him.
As they say on Facebook, OFFS.
MFS.
M what?
I don't know.
No. I said FFS.
What is FS for shit's sake?
So, yeah, no, kind of, no. It's FFS, not FSS.
Oh, for okay, I get it.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. To sakes. Yeah, we're shorting down to sakes. Quit messing with my.
Oh, my bad, guys, my bad, Tuck, my bad.
You know what? We got another question. All right, here we go. No, that was awesome. Glad you spit some shit. That was great. So who do you collab with on your album? Represent Volume 1.
I didn't collaborate with nobody on this album.
Brown Child.
No Brown Child on there.
Well, who the hell was that rapping on there? Was that you?
Yeah, that was all me. That's all
Really?
me. No
you
features.
sounded like Brown Child.
Oh shit. Yeah, well, Brown Child was kind of inspiration too. Chuck Bones, Brown Child, watching the older boys back in the day. Eh?
Wow, I thought that was Brown Child. Okay.
But you ever heard about those Res Rider boys? When they were trying
Yeah, that's Chuck Bones, right?
Yeah.
Chuck Bones,
6ix9ine,
Brown Child,
Sonny MC.
6ix9ine, my little brother.
Yeah.
Sonny MC. Oh yeah.
Blizz, Blair. He
Yeah,
swore a
Blizz.
lot. Blair, he
Oh man,
swore
I
a
couldn't
lot.
stand Blair's rapping because all he every second word was the F word.
Yeah,
right?
that one song on YouTube I got, I'd put it out for them. Oh, it's getting views like crazy.
Well, he did have some good ones. Like one was I think he did it with JPB called. What was it called? Oh damn, now I can't think of it. Something with it starts with an H. Just kidding.
Might be on YouTube, eh?
It's on YouTube. I know it's on YouTube. I spit the hook, but there's too many swears on it.
You couldn't go on with it?
Yeah, the boss man might get mad. Like, Tuck, why are you swearing that much? I was just quoting my homeboy. That's all he says. It's fudge.
Sick.
But for real, that's his stuff.
Yeah,
right?
it's like every other word.
Really?
The F word, mother F.
Yeah, mother F this, my mom F, you know, fuck, I don't know.
F my L.
F my L. Oh, that's so mean you spit. F my L. You're gangsters.
FML. New hook.
SMH, FML,
Shake it,
FFS.
Brian.
Shake it.
Shake it. Oh, that's a catchphase song coming out
We'll just
soon.
spell everything. LOLFFS.
SMH.
REZ to the SMH.
LOL. LMAO.
BBW. Jokes now. Okay. We're going too far, bro.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
we
Get back
don't-
to the quest.
Don't ever spell your rhymes, honestly.
People's.
Well, like, what if you spell them wrong? You know, like, and then like someone
Wicked
comes
bad
along like
grammar.
on Facebook, and like, you spelled it there the wrong way. THEIR. And like, that was supposed to be THERE, bitch.
Yeah. There's people like that on the social network.
That's supposed to be an apostrophe.
Yeah, there's people that would get so pissed off at broken grammar or
Called a
something.
grammar police.
Grammar police.
Yeah. That's why you don't spell your rhymes.
I always make sure I go with spell check when I.
Man, well, I just Google my words, you know.
Yeah, Google's good
Yeah,
for
like
everything.
This word
I
works
even talk
good.
to my Google.
What?
I talk to Google. Like it recognizes my voice. It recognizes my voice. Like, Google, what's today's weather?
Oh,
Today is 27.
I'd probably say some worse things than that if I could talk
Google.
to Google.
Here's some doom, doom, doom. Some porno music.
Google, I don't want my girlfriend to hear this, but can we go talk in there?
Okay.
Okay, we're not done our damn interview, all right?
Okay.
So, okay, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna get into some more deeper stuff.
Okay.
Some why. We already did the who, what, where, when, and what. Now we're gonna do the why. All right. Listen to Tukk Live on jessfm.ca. Make sure you download that app.
Yeah.
Why do you make music?
Well,
Why the Aboriginal?
I make music to try to be a positive guy and eventually use like streaming revenue to start like when me and my brother Richie were going through a struggle, we'd always go hit up that supper time 3 times a week, eh?
Yeah, I heard you talking about cereal with water.
Yeah, cereal with
I
water
used
back
to
in the
do
puff
that too.
wheats,
I
puff
hated
wheats
that
with
crap.
water, sugar.
Yeah, you put sugar in water.
Mhm.
Oh my god, that was crappy.
Yeah, so I
That
want to
means
start
you pulp.
something. Yeah, so start something like a thing where I can come down, cause I got my frontline cook certificate. I got my food handling safety. I've been to a lot of programs this year, just trying to get myself educated in each and every way of life, eh? So I
Yeah.
can cook and I could, like right now I'm working with Blood Tribe Housing, fixing houses out there, and
Really?
yeah.
You're not supposed to be dead air. You're supposed to keep talking.
Yeah, I kind of blacked out.
No, I was talking about your job. The question was, why do you make music? You started talking
yeah.
about building houses.
Oh yeah, why I make music so I can be a positive guy and try to contribute to my reserve in a more positive way instead of being a drug dealer.
So, you're a drug dealer?
No, I'm no drug dealer. I refuse.
but you
to
don't
drug
wanna
deal.
be a drug
I
dealer.
refuse to drug deal. I'd rather not contribute to the drug problem down on the
Yeah.
blood reserve, eh?
Yeah, we got enough drug dealers anyways.
Yeah, like you cut off one head, it's like 3 heads grow. So
And you're probably cutting off their kids' breakfast the next day you start
Yeah.
dealing too. 'Cause most of our dealers are just supporting their families. They're not
yeah, a lot of dealers just
no,
support
they're
their
not
families.
big time gangster dealers like people think, you know.
Yeah.
No, they're not making like millions and hundreds of $1,000s. They're
Mhm.
making enough to get breakfast and maybe supper that night, you
Yeah.
know. Like that's the truth.
Yeah, I just don't. I refuse, but no, never.
Well, that's good, man. That's good. You know, what drives you to make music?
What drives
It's
me to
almost the
make
same
music?
question, but a little bit different. Like, what drives you? Like, I know why you make music. You want to be a positive person. You don't want a drug deal. But what drives you? What keeps you making music every single day?
What keeps me making music every day is to try and enjoy the better things in life, so I can enjoy things with my girlfriend, so I can enjoy things with my kids. We won't be
Yeah.
having to worry about money. We can possibly go do something when eventually something big happens, eh? So I want to enjoy the better things in life. I want to be able to support my family and my kids, my family in a good way, like so they'll be set and nice and secure. And I don't want to leave this world with nothing left behind, eh? Like
Right.
because we all got one life to live, and like we all should be living it to the fullest, eh? And that's how I see it every day. I try to live my life to the fullest and always remind myself that my rock bottom is what keeps me motivated. I don't want to be living in hell no more. I don't want to
Right.
be struggling anymore. Every day I manage to get hoots, but it all just went to hoots, no food, nothing.
Yeah.
So music pushes me to try and enjoy the better things in life and be able to support some people and have
Well,
some nice
what I've
security.
learned is from I sweat.
Mhm.
I sweat, and one of my elders is Mickey Smith. Big shout out, love you. And one of the things he talks about is our self-conscious.
Mm.
And our self-conscious, he says, is what actually drives us.
Oh yeah.
Our conscious minds, what we're doing right now, is a very small part of actually who we are. So when you have it in your mind, in the back of your mind, that you're going to get that drink, you're going to get that hoot, you're going to get, that sex, you're going to get whatever it is in the back of your mind, you're going to get it.
Kind of like law of attraction, no?
Yeah, it's the law of attraction, exactly. And for you to be, I kind of feel like you have understood that. I feel like you've mastered that because you've seen, the dark side of the
Yes.
res. You've seen the dark side. You've seen the worst sides of things that have happened on the res.
Yes.
And that's why you're creating music. And
Mm-hmm.
and I'll tell you the honest truth. Being an artist, being a musician, you're not going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's like 1 in 1,000 that actually make any money off making music.
Yeah, it's a tough dream to chase.
It
yeah.
is. It's one of the toughest, and
Mhm.
nobody actually makes it. But the thing about it, though, is you make memories. You make some of the greatest memories in your life. And if you could do this journey that you're doing sober, then your family, your kids are going to benefit from it. Your grandkids, because when you're an old, stupid, gross old man, your kids are going to be able to check out your old music videos, your old songs.
Oh
when you're
yeah,
just
and
a
this
little
will be the
26-year-old.
old school when I'm 50 or
Well,
something.
yeah, when you're out there, when you're council, when you're chief and council,
Chief.
running the res, they'll be like, motherfucker, I remember your song. Welcome to the res. Remember that song?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Welcome to the res. Represent Volume 1. Check it out on iTunes, Spotify, and Tidal.
Yeah. For sure. TY.
Okay, well, before we get into 10 random questions, I think we're actually, we did some good time. 9:39. We got 20 minutes left in our show. Tell us about some current projects, upcoming shows, and let us know about your online links, like all your stuff.
Oh,
So
I
current
got some-
projects, upcoming shows.
The current project I'm working on right now with my producer Stevie Heavy. It's gonna be like 7 songs. They're gonna be all original beats. We got 2 songs done, and it's just timing, Like I'm working, and he has family stuff too, So sometimes he's not home when I want to go record, or sometimes when he's home I'm working. So it's very hard to try to get in and get songs done. But when we do get songs done, we're going to be working on this new project called we really haven't figured out a name for it. It's just going to be all original, kind of like Represent, but it might just be called Aboriginal.
No, it's not going to be Represent Volume. Tukk.
No, there'll be a Represent Volume 1.5, kind of like an EP.
Jackass 1.5.
Yeah, because I got like 5 other songs.
But they were part of this,
yeah.
kind of like B-sides.
Yeah, kind of like a B-side kind of deal. And I'm working on a 7-song project right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. Like when you work on projects, especially albums, in my heart, I believe in albums.
Yeah.
I'm a 1980s heavy metal fan. Early 90s hip hop fan.
Yeah.
And back in them, we created albums. Not just singles. And nowadays, like with iTunes and the Spotify, it's all about singles.
Yeah.
People download 1 song at a time.
Yeah.
No one actually does like albums, right? And I think a lot of true artists believe in albums, especially the kids growing up in the 80s, in the 80s and the 90s. So when you're working on an album, it's actually like once they're created within that creative process, within maybe the few months that you were thinking or writing, you're done with them once you record,
Yeah.
right? And then you take some time off, or you promote them, you go out and you perform. Maybe 6 months later, you come back and you do another project with new songs, new stuff that you're writing.
Yeah.
And that's brand new. It's separate, right?
Yeah.
So the 1.5 that you're talking about is just kind of part of the same
they're
stuff.
done.
But they're B-sides, or stuff that you kind of just put on the side
Yeah,
for
just
a
put
minute.
on the
Just
side.
burn
And we're
them for a
gonna go
little bit.
all original with the 7-song, kind of like a Kanye West deal when he dropped all. I think it was 808s and Heartbreaks.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I was bumping that a lot.
Man, that's when he was cool.
Yeah. But yeah, and my next big show will be at Recovery Day downtown Galt Gardens. So
You should call it Recovery Date. That would be a cool album title.
Recovery Day.
No, Recovery Date.
Oh, recovery date,
No,
man.
no, just I'm thinking about it. So.
But yeah, September 15th, I'll be downtown, Lethbridge, Alberta. And there's a lot of people that are gonna be there.
Which show is that on September 15th? What's it called?
It's gonna be called. It's a recovery day, kind of for like those Sweetgrass Alliance youth.
Okay, yeah, we want to talk more about that.
So September 15th, I'll be downtown Lethbridge. Come check it out. There'll be other performers. I'll be performing about noon o'clock. That's when my set will be in.
Right, noon o'clock. No one says that.
Noon
You
o'clock.
could have just said noon.
Oh, bro. Oh, I'm wicked. I don't know. Some of my words are messed up. I just say real
He's
messed
excited. He's real excited.
up. Yeah.
He's real excited for September 15th. Noon o'clock.
And I've been working on my own showdown on the Blood Reserve, getting sponsorships from Dr. Susan Christensen. Big shout out to
Oh,
Dr.
yeah?
Sue Christensen.
Cool.
Like, we got equipment, we got a venue,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do like kind of like a promotion tour for a lot of young artists out there that like want to make music. Or,
Nice.
like,
Well,
have-
what artists you got on the bill? Like, who you thinking of?
I'm thinking about UKS.
Oh,
Knox,
yeah.
UKS, Knox. Like
Knox,
even
okay.
my dad, we're gonna get gospel. It's not just gonna be rap. It's gonna be
Yeah.
electronic,
Yeah.
gospel. It's gonna be a whole lot of music in a day. Free barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be like door
Barbecue.
prizes. Yeah, free barbecue will bring a community together. Like, we can all enjoy things over food, eh?
And we all need to feed our kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so bring your kids down. We'll have hot dogs for the kids because most of those reserve kids out there just eat hot dogs. Craft dinner. Have a big bowl of craft dinner.
I'll be bringing my kids. They'll be like, I don't like rap music, but they got food.
They got hot
Hurry up,
dogs.
we ain't got no breakfast.
They
Baby.
got hot dogs.
Dad don't like rap. Your dad's a rapper, you little shit.
But yeah, we're working on that hard right now. We're writing the proposal up. We can bring it to Susan Christensen, and we'll be having that before summer ends. It's gonna be all communities.
I thought you said September 15th.
No, that's
summer
recovery
ending.
day. That's recovery day for my
Mhm.
performance. And me and Stevie been working on our own
Okay.
show, so we can promote out there. If I can get Blood Tribe, a lot of people to support my music,
Oh, yeah.
and that's
they
a
will.
lot of people. That's a lot of
Oh,
people.
hell yeah.
And so we're gonna be going to communities like UKS. Like, he's even gonna invite DJ Blackfoot or that
Who's that?
BLKP.
Who's DJ Blackfoot?
He's a DJ from Calgary. He's really up there in DJing. He's like does shows at Marquee, and he's always doing
Oh, yeah?
shows at different clubs, eh? Like
That's
mashups kind of thing. And
Yeah.
DJ got
Right,
Stevie
like
got his
like
own,
house music or
Yeah. like dance kind of.
yeah, like okay, that's what Stevie
Electronic,
does. Stevie does
electronic,
that.
yeah.
Electronic,
Yeah,
yeah.
and we're gonna end it off with possibly like a dance or something. But we're gonna do a giveaway and a lot of
I
have a
jammed
chance to win.
to Stevie stuff. It's like it should be in a movie.
Yeah, like
A really exciting
Yeah,
like, movie with
that's-
someone that kills people all the time. Like I don't know how to keep up with his music. I feel like 1,735 people should be killed by the end of his 3-minute song
yeah, that's a lot.
because he's just like.
Yeah. It put a lot of speakers. You blow some heads off.
Well, yeah. Well, he works in his studio with all this bomb ass
Mhm.
speakers just blowing your ears away, eh?
Yeah.
And you listen to him on a crap phone, and you're like, I don't get it, Stevie. Well, you need some speakers, yo.
You need some PAs, some
Yeah,
subs,
you need some motherfucking PAs,
some
some
subs,
subs.
some
Yeah,
amps.
absolutely.
You'll
Yeah.
feel that shit.
You will, yeah. My producer too. He's into the same stuff. His name's Sean Beaver. He's out in Calgary. He's a Cree guy, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of music that Stevie does, eh? And you listen to it, it's just like, man, this belongs in a movie. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There's no lyrics.
This is straight.
Yeah, there's no lyrics, and the songs are not like scheduled like the way
Mhm.
regular songs. Like
Mhm.
regular songs are three
They'll
and a half
switch up.
to 4.5 minutes. Their songs are like 6 minutes, 12
Yeah.
minutes, 8 minutes,
20 minutes.
and
Eh?
20 minutes, and then sometimes like halfway between the song, there's like a whole new another song, and you're like, this is the same song.
And at the same time, they're
Yeah, and they're just still jamming.
yeah.
Those are-
DJ
those are good.
Khaled.
I thought.
I think that's what they do.
No, they're
Our
not.
DJ Blackfoot.
Stevie E.
Stevie E, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Try to get the crowd.
They
pumped,
wouldn't say
eh?
DJ Khaled if they're not DJ Khaled, eh? You know? God. Anyways, before we get into 10 random questions, we're running out a bit of time here. I want to hear your recovery story. And I want you to tell the people out there what it took to get you sober, what you were on, and just drop it.
Yeah, my recovery story starts back in early 2013 when fentanyl hit blood reserve hard. I had a good job working up north, had union pay, but then I started messing around with fentanyl. Then it starts off every weekend, and it starts off I started hiding it from people. Then I came to a point where I didn't care, and I went down that road for about 3 years, fentanyl, getting on Suboxone, getting off Suboxone so I can get high on fentanyl. But once I got on Suboxone, I started smoking like crack really hard. I smoked crack crazy.
And how long ago was this?
This was I went to treatment January 29th, 2017, right?
So
2017.
that was just last.
Yeah, that was
winter.
just last winter, and I've
Yeah,
never
not
looked
this
back.
winter previous.
Yeah, I've never looked back from there. I've went to treatment. Like we had a bad experience in treatment too.
Where'd you go to treatment?
I went to Capel, North Greward, Alberta, kind
That's
of
like
south of
northern
high
Alberta.
level.
Northern Alberta.
Yeah, south or high level, way up there. It's about half hour south of there.
Yeah, but how far from Lethbridge is that?
Gee, it's about 10 hours.
Wow. 10 hours walking?
Yeah, 15 hours.
15 hours walking?
Flying.
15 hours flying? No, it's probably like half an hour flying, but this is what, like a driving up there,
Yeah,
right?
bus. Yeah,
Bus? Yeah, you have to take a bus up
Yeah,
there?
once you get on Northern Express, that's a ghetto bus.
What?
Yeah, they got plugins. They don't even work. They got TVs. TVs are missing. Like, you know, they have
so,
those
so people probably just back to say, I'm going
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
we don't
like-
need this.
Yeah, there was like mostly natives that jumped on that bus.
No wonder your TVs are gone.
Yeah, it was a ghetto bus.
Nice.
Scary bus. No,
Scary?
no heat on that bus.
Well, natives don't need it.
Yeah.
Not on our buses. Anyway, sorry, I'm sorry. Keep going, man.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I went to treatment, and since then I've never looked back. I've tried to gain all the knowledge I can from elders, like doing the best balance in the medicine wheel, like
Yeah.
physically staying active, trying to stay in shape, emotionally being content with a lot of things.
Well,
A lot of things.
what does that take to like after you're done treatment? A lot of people relapse.
Yeah,
You know, they relapse really quick. They only do treatment just to be there.
yeah. Some
Whether
of them
it's court
yeah,
ordered or
to
you
get
know,
their kids
to get their
back.
kids back, and a lot of people when they come out,
Stay
they
out of
don't,
jail,
They
eh?
don't care. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's an option to go to jail as well. So, what did you do that kept you sober after treatment?
Gee, I tried to pick up basketball again, but that wasn't working out. Hey, a lot of my basketball buddies, they weren't talking to me for a long time, man. I don't like. I'm not pissed off. I was pissed off about it for a bit, but I tried to get back into basketball, and I wasn't in shape.
Yeah, and you're from
Like-
a basketball family.
Yeah, I was
Mhm.
dragging ass out there on the court. I tried basketball, so I picked up programs. Hey, going to programs and just being busy every day.
Right.
Just getting embedded in my mind that I gotta get up and I gotta work, so I never missed a day in any of my programs. They're just like $150 every 2-week programs, but I went every day. Then I upgraded to 200 every 2 weeks plus SS at the end of the month, and I never missed a day in that program. And I went up $50 from 700 every month, getting 760 every month. And all that time, every time I got money, I invested in something new for my studio.
Hmm.
And just programs, just staying busy all the time, and
Yeah.
and just praying for strength.
Were you
man.
working? Did you get a job? Were you going to school?
I reached out to my social worker Nikki Crosschild at the time. I was with
We don't
ESD.
like social workers on this program.
Yeah, she led me to those programs, and I've been going to programs, working. If I know I got work, I'll be at work. And
Yeah.
it's just,
So like day job type stuff?
no, there were actual going every full time weekly programs.
I'm sorry if I'm getting personal, man.
But yeah, she pointed me in the right direction. I had to stay busy with programs. I wanted to do music for ever since I got out of treatment, hey, but I just didn't have the money to be.
So previous to treatment, 2017 January, you hadn't created any music?
No, before treatment, no, I've never created music. I've just
Wow.
freestyled with the boys. Hey.
Yeah, freestyle.
Get drunk. Like, actually, I wasn't a good freestyle. It's just when I was drunk, hey, I'd start freestyling. If somebody told me to freestyle when I was sober, I'd be like, no.
No, freestyling is actually a practice in itself.
Yeah, I've been practicing my freestyling and
I mean, it's its own
Mhm.
style of hip hop.
yeah, but writing down bars and choruses.
Yeah, that's a whole nother art.
yeah, and I picked it up quick. Like my first song out was me, myself, and Ty, and that was my first song I did on Represent, and I was so happy with it. I thought it was the best song.
Yeah,
Every song I do, I think it's the best song.
Well, hell
This
yeah.
is gonna be so hype.
that makes you feel good. Eh?
yeah, and just
Yeah.
release it out to YouTube and.
Yeah, I'm the
Oh,
same
it's
way.
so hyped up.
Soon as
Like
you
I'm
hear
not
the newest
scared.
song.
Yeah, hear a beat and like it. I can pick up sound. I grew up around sound, and I can pick up sound really good. I'll
Mhm.
catch a beat,
Yeah.
and I used to lack that.
Well, that's the trick too, right?
Mhm.
Once you hear a beat, like
Mhm.
I heard one of your songs. Actually, you recorded some mixtape stuff too. Some I did.
Oh, yeah.
Almost 10 years ago.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. You spit some stuff to that, and I was kind of intrigued by that because I wanted to hear your take on that song. Like,
Mhm.
my first instinct when I heard that, I started doing this. I started going la da 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 la.
Yeah, I
da,
seen
da,
that on
da,
YouTube.
da,
It's
da,
still on
da,
YouTube,
da,
eh?
da. Yeah, I keep that shit. I always want to keep that. Yeah, like I told you, for our grandkids.
hmm And to be honest, I got that
It
hook
may
from
suck,
Chuck
but who
Bones.
cares?
I got that hook from Chuck Bones, from his computer. I told him, can I use that to make a song?
Little mofo still had my beats.
And I was like, damn, this sounds good,
It did sound good. Yeah, it's a good beat.
Mm-hmm.
No hate. I'm glad that you recorded that.
It just came to my, I can do something with this. This is awesome. And I just
Yeah, I was
started
listening to
writing.
that earlier today, actually. I think my favorites was the first one. You did a good intro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your intro was,
Mhm.
honestly, it was a little too honest for me. Like in
Mhm.
my personal
Yeah.
aspects, like I wouldn't say the stuff that you said in your intro because I'm not that honest. I don't think my honesty deserves my honesty. Just
You
kidding.
can't handle the
You
truth.
can't handle the truth. You don't know about T-double-K and all the stuff that I done been doing. No,
No,
that-
no.
no, I'm just kidding. But anyways, I was listening to your intro and I was like, hell yeah, that's like really honest. Like it almost honestly brought me back to like Korn.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know how Jonathan Davies and with Korn he cries on some songs, and like
Yeah.
he does this super hardcore heavy metal, like rock and roll, baby.
Yeah.
Testosterone in your baloney.
Yeah, some of the
But
songs
he
I
cries
did,
on his songs.
Mhm.
Eh?
Yeah, shit. Some of the songs I did, I had to take minutes to shed some tears, because they were
Mhm.
just too honest, Like,
Well, yeah, and then I think that's your style.
My style, like Mercules, he speaks right honest truth,
Oh, it's
Tupac.
obvious. I didn't know who your influences were. As soon as you said Mercules, then I understood. Okay. That's why you're super wicked honest
Logic.
with your lyrics.
Yeah, Logic with the 1-800
Yeah.
that suicide hotline.
Well,
Like
hell yeah.
Logic, I love Logic. I've been jamming to Logic on Spotify for a while now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, the face of hip hop has changed,
Mhm.
especially amongst native hip hoppers. I've noticed, like, I've interviewed a few native hip hop artists, and honest to God, every one of the best ones are sober. They don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't do that stuff.
Yeah,
They go out
for
there and they
real.
make music, and they create the most respect because I believe native people respect sober people.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, because we all know how much of a struggle it is to stay sober in our
for
communities.
Real. Yeah, really. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy how.
Well, no, it's hard, and I'm really proud of you that you got out of that. I mean, I'm proud of you because you went through the addiction, you lived it, you dropped to your rock bottom, and you came back stronger than ever.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna keep doing more music and just doing more live shows and like I prayed before I did my first live show at Smokehouse. I was like, oh man, this is something big. And I went out there, oh man, they were just lining up, shaking my hand. They were just
All the rappers there.
yeah, all white boys, black boys,
Yeah.
like everything. They're just like it opened doors to work with a lot of white people too,
Yeah.
that they deal with their recoveries too in the same way I do make music.
Well, we're all humans in the end. And when it comes to artists, artists are some of the greatest people that you ever meet in your life. Artists, they see beyond colors. True artists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hold grudges against. I've let that go, being angry.
Well, that's why I noticed that. I mean, that's why I called you a hip hop artist and not a rap artist. A rap artist, check out KRS-One. He'll tell you all about it. A rap artist is someone who goes for the hype, goes for the money,
Illegal stuff.
goes for all the bullshit. That's a rap artist. A hip hop artist is someone who believes in the art, who sits there and works every single day, working on their rhyme, working on their lyrics, listening
Working
to
on
other artists.
punchlines. Yeah, study.
Right.
That's what I do.
Studying
I study
artists.
Hercules a
You
lot.
got to study not just the mainstream. You got to study the
Yeah.
locals too, because you need to know where you're from.
Oh
right?
yeah. I
Always
jam out
represent your culture.
Yeah.
Represent where you're
a lot
from.
of Knox beats getting sent my way. Tucker Knox. I got him on my playlist. Knox. I jam out to that stuff too.
That's
And
cool.
like even Blood Red's Crew, I got it on Spotify. I check it out. I listen to Little Battle Axe. He's a Christian rapper
Oh yeah.
that does a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
he came
traveling.
out to Moses
Mhm.
Lake a couple
Yeah,
times. Right?
I checked him out, and
Yeah.
he's got some pretty good struggles too. He's been through, and
Yeah, that's interesting. He's a Christian rapper. All right, so actually we ran out our clock, but we got a few more minutes. We went right till 10. Good job, man.
Woo, yeah.
So what we're gonna do now is called 10 random questions. All right. You don't know these questions, so just answer them as quick as you can. All right. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Monday or Saturday?
Gee, Monday.
Pac or Biggie?
Oh, I gotta go with Pop.
The theater or Netflix?
Oh, I can't even pick anything on Netflix. Theater for sure.
You like watching movies in the theater, not Netflix?
No, like I scroll through them and.
I like to be able to go and poop and come back.
Well, with the phone in your hand, eh?
Yeah, okay. All right. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, I,
Really? Okay.
it's like a corn dog or something.
Oh, so a corn dog is a sandwich.
I don't know.
That's weird. You shouldn't have said that. I said, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you. All right. Which celebrity would play you in a movie?
Gee, Taylor Lautner. Taylor Lautner.
That guy from Twilight?
Oh yeah, we're probably the same build.
Okay.
It's just what did they do? That Photoshop.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, your favorite movie quote.
My favorite movie quote. I got so much favorite movie quotes.
Like
This is
from Happy Gilmore.
from Happy Gilmore, probably.
Just kidding. What's your favorite movie quote? You got one, or you got none?
I got so much, man.
Come on, one. Come on.
You got what is Ricky Bobby say? If you're not first, you're last.
That's a good one. All right, Banneker fry bread.
Oh, I'm a fry bread power. Fry bread has power. I never heard of Bannock power.
Bannock is for old women. Fry bread is for sexy women. Oh, and then us too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not sexy women.
We're not sexy
You know.
women.
Okay, Adam Beach and Graham Greene get in a fight. Who's gonna win?
Gee, Adam Beach.
Really like seeing young men beating up old men?
Oh, I honestly I don't know who Gangrene is, so I just
Really? Haven't you seen Thunderheart?
Oh, the native guy with the.
Yeah, with the hair. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that trades the Ray-Bans, eh?
Yeah,
Okay.
the guy in the little ugly motorbike.
Oh, that guy will hurt Adam Beach.
That's
no
what I'm saying.
problem, No
That's
problem.
what I'm saying. Thank you for changing it.
Yeah, sorry, Adam Beach, but
Yeah, Adam Beach, you suck. Just
you
kidding.
died. I thought you were gonna be on
You don't-
Suicide Squad.
He was for like a 40 seconds.
Yeah, you shouldn't have ran.
Whatever, they always kill the Indians. All right, last question. 10 random questions. You own a restaurant. What are you going to call it?
Gee, I already thought of this one's gonna be called Ties Eats. Just Ties Eats. Ties Dogs.
You didn't think of this, didn't you? You said Thai Eats first.
Yeah,
You
I
said
thought
Ties
of too many
Dogs.
restaurants because,
So you already thought about having a restaurant?
yeah, like I've thought about restaurants.
That's really weird because the last rapper asked was Ian McCain. He already said the same thing. He's like, I already thought about this. I was thinking about opening a restaurant. That's really weird that all you rappers are thinking about opening
Oh,
restaurants.
food and music, beer, they go together pretty well.
God, I said one name. What are you going to call your restaurant?
Ties Dogs.
Ty's Dog. He's going to be in town, so.
Some fat weenies over there.
God. All right, well, we got lots of news and headlines, but we weren't able to get into that, but that's okay. This is TY the Aboriginal. Ty the Aboriginal. Make sure you check him out. Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, everywhere you get your music. He's going to be on there. It's called Represent Volume 1.
Yeah. Check it out. It's everywhere. It's out there. I'm getting good feedback from everybody. So thank you for this. Thank you for the support for the future.
Okay. Low Peace, Fry Bread Grease. Thank you for tuning in to Tukk Live
Yeah.
on jessfm.ca. Thanks, Ty.
Yeah. No problem.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Alright. We gotta figure out when to get that.
What are you guys trying to get back?
I was trying to get to the north side for the brothers.